and welcome back to a new video. I thought it might be fun this week. It's kind of an in-between week for me. So usually the week where it's like the last bit of a month and the first bit of the next month is like a middle in-between week where things are kind of slow, which means that I get to work on like fun stuff or commissions. So I thought I would try and document all of the hours that I work this week. This is not like a girl boss kind of thing. This is specifically because I'm really burnt out. And I wanted to like document and see exactly how many hours I worked over the week to maybe hopefully convince myself to build in some more rest time during my routine. During my like weekly routine. This is like a big issue that I've been having as like someone that's now self-employed and trying to do this art thing and trying to make enough money to make ends meet, stuff like that. So yeah, it is currently 8:50 in the morning. I have been awake for a little bit. My hair's a little bit wet because I got out of the shower earlier. I'm hoping it'll dry on time before stream. It's Monday morning, which is not a usual stream day, but because Alan is not here, he went for a chess tournament this past weekend. I decided that I would stream today and not stream tomorrow on Tuesday, which is my usual stream time. So yeah, I am prepping for stream. I got asked a couple studio vlogs ago about my stream setup, and my stream setup's a total mess. So I stream using a $650 Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop because I tried my first ever stream. I tried streaming off of my MacBook and my MacBook wanted to die. And my MacBook is like a $2,000 something laptop or something. So I think that's kind of absurd. It has really made me fall out of love with Apple. But yeah, so I stream off of my gaming laptop. I use a Logitech webcam that I stole from Alan, and I use a capture card to stream my iPad because my iPad is from 2017, and I think AirPlay is getting phased out of my iPad or something because it doesn't, it's really buggy. It's so buggy, so I have to use a capture card. And I use OBS and Stream Elements for my bot. And yeah, I will, should I show you what it looks like? Okay, here. I have my laptop here that I'm streaming off of, so it has the webcam. I don't currently have my capture card stuff hooked up, which is why there's like a big black square. But that is where the iPad would go. And then up here on my monitor, I have my Twitch. I have Stream Manager, which I use to moderate my own chat. Because I do have mods, but I try to do a lot of it myself because my streams are still really small. And then I have a couple of overlays that I've designed. Is it going to, it might be really dark, but I have, wait, this is, also, my monitor is not hooked up to my laptop. I should clarify. My monitor is hooked up to my MacBook, which is over there, because if I try to use the internet while streaming, my streaming laptop will lag. This is a really scuffed setup. So yeah, I'm just using the tech that I had. So that's why it's the way that it is. I would like to someday upgrade to a better PC, but it's like almost $2,000 and I don't have that. So that's where we are. But yeah, so I have a couple of stream layouts that I have. So like this is the stream starting soon. This is the regular layout where I'm drawing or like playing games or whatever. And then this is my just chatting screen. So you can say hi. This is my BRB screen. And this is my ending screen. All of these I made by myself with Procreate. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole setup. I'm sorry it's so dark. It's because it's like quite early still, and it's really cold out today. So the sun has decided no, which is a mood. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. No idea if that is. I guess I can if you're more interested in my stream setup, let me know in the comments. I am gonna get set up for stream, and we are gonna start working. I'm gonna go now. Hello friends, and happy Friday. I haven't really filmed a lot of talking clips for this week, but I have been tracking all of my hours and trying to film clips for most of the things I've been doing, but I've been very diligently tracking all of my hours in my bullet journal. And this week, as I've said, is usually a pretty slow week for me, because it's in the middle of I got distracted by dust. It's in the middle of 2 months. It's like the end of a month and the beginning of the next month. the in-between weeks are usually pretty slow for me because all of my stuff is done. So I have just been working on a shop update. I spent basically all day yesterday working on a new glitter sticker, and I'm so excited about how it's going to turn out. I'm not... am I going to show you what it looks like? I don't know. Editing Cecile will have decided if she's showing you what it looks like, but it is a drink water sticker, and I really wanted to make one because I don't drink enough water. So I made one, and I ordered them, and I ordered some I ordered another batch of the self-care stickers because those sold out, and I have had people asking if I'm bringing them back, so I decided to reorder some. Hopefully they sell, because I remember last year when I did my washi tape run, my first run sold out, which is very rare for me. Usually things don't sell out, but my first run of washi tape sold out, so I repurchased some of the old designs when I made new designs, and that the reordered set I still have so many washi tapes. So I don't know, it's always hit or miss for these types of reorder things. I did a really good job doing quite a bit of work during the first half of the week. I think Monday, Tuesday, I did a pretty normal amount of hours for working, and then Wednesday I kind of got a little too excited, did a little too much work, and then on Thursday my anxiety was really high. So I didn't do as much work as I normally would have, which I feel like is a pretty accurate representation of my week. My normal day to day, like sometimes I have days where I will work super late and be really productive, and some other days my anxiety will kind of take over and I will be stuck doing a lot of errands, like feeding myself, and also just some days I'll just have too much anxiety. And yesterday was one of those days, and I ended up napping a lot of the day away because it was just, I didn't feel good, which sucks. But yeah, hopefully we can figure out what's going on so I can like manage it better. I am enjoying tracking my time because it makes me feel a little bit better to see what I'm up to, because sometimes it feels like I'll have been working for hours and also feel like I haven't done anything at the same time, which I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, I also decided today to cancel my stream, which is my first time ever canceling a stream for self-care reasons. But because, as I said, my anxiety was really high yesterday, and I napped during the day, I couldn't sleep at all last night. And at one point I was like, maybe my heart rate is like going haywire because I could feel it in my chest. But I used Ellen's Apple Watch, which has a heart rate monitoring thing. So I used Ellen's Apple Watch to measure my heart rate, and I have a perfectly normal, healthy heart rate. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I feel this, like it feels like right now, it feels like my heart rate is like going wild, but it's not going wild because it's all in my head. So I don't know what's up with that. But I am gonna try to do some more work today. Since I canceled the stream, I have a little bit more time to work before I go pick up my little sister because she's visiting for the weekend, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I thought I would check in with you all. I will check in again at the very end of this video, and have a full breakdown of how many hours I worked this week, because I might work over the weekend too. I don't know, we'll see. When my little sister is sleeping, maybe I'll do some work. So yeah. Hello friends, so welcome back. It's me again. This is my wrap up for my time tracking experiment. Excuse me if the lighting is really weird today. It's super dark. It's like almost 9 a.m. It's really dark today, so I have the lamp on, so I look really like kind of greenish. But hopefully editing Cecile will fix up this coloring situation. But this is just the end of my time tracking video. I tracked my time all of last week, and in the end, with all of the time tracking, I ended up working just under 45 hours through the week. And yeah, it's not that bad of an hour total, I think. I did think it was going to be higher, but because again it was a slower week, I only had a couple days that were pretty bad, and then like I had a really bad day on Thursday, so then it was like a less hours worked on Thursday and such. And I think it was a good experiment. I am going to continue attempting to track my hours, at least for maybe more of the month, more of this month, more of April, just to see like exactly how much I'm working, how like burnt out I've been feeling, trying to see like the correlation. The other thing that I was thinking is that like, because I'm self-employed, I don't, like, even though 45 hours doesn't seem like a lot, I don't have separation of like work and like outside of work life, you know? Like when I'm not working and tracking those hours, I'm often still thinking about stuff to make for the shop or for the Patreon, and like trying to figure out like ways to engage with my audience, and how to fight my current social media jail situation. None of my posts are doing well on Instagram. That's been sucking, but Twitter's been doing really great. So shout out to Twitter. Yeah, so I've been realizing that like even though maybe the hours don't add up to as much as I thought they did, the outside kind of just extra floaty thoughts that are there are still there. And also some days are long, like yesterday. Yesterday I worked 9 hours, but I also did like laundry and I also cooked food. So like because I was doing errands and doing work, I basically was nonstop from around 8:30 a.m. yesterday until 9:30 p.m. and that's a long day. Like even though part of that day, part of yesterday was Tuesday, by the way, so it's not part of the time tracking thing, but even though I wasn't strictly doing work for that whole time, like doing errands for the house is also energy. Like it requires energy and effort, and it makes you tired. And yesterday, by the end of the day, my eyes were blurry. So yeah, anyway, TLDR, I think it was a good experiment. I think I'm gonna keep trying to time track. I am very tempted now to buy a Hobonichi, which is kind of unrelated, but because I like don't have enough space to write all my tasks and also do the time tracking in my bullet journal, and it makes me really want to get Hobonichi, but I shouldn't because they're very expensive. So yeah, I hope this was interesting for you to kind of see my day-to-day throughout a week, and to see like how many hours I put into this little dream of mine. Yeah, I hope it was fun for you. I hope it was kind of informative. I don't know. Again, I really try not to buy into the hustle culture stuff because I think it's really harmful on our mental health, and I also think that it's a reflection of the way society is currently structured, and I think that people buy into hustle culture because we can't make enough money with like one minimum wage job nowadays, which is a whole other thing. So I try not to buy into the hustle culture thing, so I really hope that it doesn't give, like, this video doesn't give off that kind of vibe. I mostly made it just for my own sake, to see how much I'm working, and hopefully it will teach me to kind of slow down a little bit and rest a little bit more, because I have had headaches like for the past 2 months and I am tired. So yeah, all right. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of my cozy little space on the internet. I love you all so very much. Thank you for sharing some time with me and hanging out, and I will see you in a couple weeks for my studio vlog. Hopefully it's a good one. I've got things to make, and hopefully I'll remember to film. And that's it. All right, goodbye, friends.